Welcome to the online edition of Nightwatch for February 2026. My name is Bill, coming to you from the Saturn Planetarium here at Adventure Science Center in Nashville. And as always, we'll start off with the moon phases. We find the moon will be full on the 1st, last quarter moon on the 9th, new moon on the 17th, and first quarter moon on the 24th. Now, you may see some online announcements about a solar eclipse this month, and there will be an annular solar eclipse on February 17th. However, it will only be visible from parts of Antarctica and the nearby ocean. Make your travel plans now. Looking ahead, on Tuesday, March 3rd, though, there will be a total eclipse of the moon that we will be able to see just before sunrise. This is not an evening event. This is an early morning event, so mark your calendars for Tuesday morning, March 3rd. You'll need a good view of the western sky near the horizon to get the best view of this total eclipse, which will begin with the partial eclipse beginning at 3:50 a.m. Central Standard Time. The total eclipse will begin at 5:04 in the morning as the moon is getting ready to set. Mid-eclipse will be at 5:33 a.m., with the total eclipse ending at 6:02 a.m., just as the moon sits near the horizon as it's about to set at 6:17 a.m. So we will not see the ending partial phases as the moon sets and the sun rises. Looking at planets this month, we find Venus returns to the evening sky. Toward the end of the month of February, look low in the western sky right after sunset for the brilliant bright white glow of Venus in evening twilight. Saturn is higher in the western sky after it gets dark, but it is getting lower and lower throughout the month. Now, Saturn is not very bright, but it does appear as a yellowish or cream-colored star-like object. See the thin crescent moon passing to the upper right of Saturn on the evening of February 19th. Jupiter is bright and very easy to see up high in the eastern sky. It appears as a bright white-colored star-like object in the eastern sky. See the gibbous moon passing above Jupiter as it rises after sunset on the 26th. Looking at the sky, during mid-month at about 7:30 p.m., Orion, the constellation of the Hunter, dominates the high southern sky with those 7 bright stars that mark the outline of his body. They are the stars Betelgeuse, Bellatrix, Rigel, Saiph, and the belt stars Alnitak, Alnilam, and Mintaka, making a beautiful constellation to look at during the wintertime season. Take those 3 belt stars and move upwards to the upper right, and they will take you to Aldebaran, the eye of the constellation Taurus the Bull, which is also marked by the beautiful star cluster on his shoulders known as the Pleiades or the Seven Sisters. Take those belt stars in Orion and go down to the lower left to find Sirius, the brightest star in the nighttime sky, after, of course, the sun, and it's also the brightest star in the constellation Canis Major, Orion's great dog. To the left of Orion, we find Canis Minor, his little dog, marked by the bright star Procyon. Now, going from his foot up to his shoulder with the stars Rigel up to Betelgeuse, and going to the upper left, we find the Gemini twins marked by the stars Castor and Pollux, which mark the heads of the twins, and it's also their names. You'll notice that those twin stars are near the planet Jupiter. Above Orion's head is Auriga, the charioteer, marked by the bright star Capella, the name of his mother goat that's sitting on his lap as he rides in his chariot. And also now, by around 7:30 p.m., Leo is rising in the eastern sky, leading the spring stars and reminding us that the vernal equinox is coming next month and the beginning of spring. Now, don't forget, if you can't remember everything I've mentioned in this online edition of Nightwatch, you can grab a copy of our star chart online at adventuresci.org/starcharts, and you can find out even more information than what is on this online edition of Nightwatch. And remember, you can come see us here at the Saturn Planetarium at Adventure Science Center and see our regular Nightwatch program under our 63-foot dome, as well as, during the month of February, the Stellars, Mission Green, our show specifically for ages 4 to 12 with their adults. We also have the show Explore and Incoming. Also, we present laser shows, our immersive music laser light shows, and all of these shows are on Saturdays at 4:15. In February, we have Laser ELO, featuring the music of Electric Light Orchestra on February 7th, Foo Fighters on February 21st, and check out the Adventure Science Center website for more information about all of our programs and activities. Just visit adventuresci.org. And we hope you can join us here at the Science Center, where our mission is to open every mind to the wonders of science and technology, fostering a better understanding of ourselves and the world around us. And until next month, I wish you clear skies.